Hashtag T2P, come and take a sip of the thought with me. Well, good morning, good morning, good morning, and peace and blessings to you. It's a great day. It's a blessed day. It's World AIDS Day. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I know it's a little late this morning that I'm coming to you. I even got my face shield on because I'm trying to protect myself. Look, I'm trying to protect myself. No, I'm just kidding. Look, ladies and gentlemen, it is World AIDS Day, and I wanted to come to you all pretty quickly here and just talk to you just for a moment about what World AIDS Day is, what it does, what it be, who it is, and all this other good stuff like that. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot that's going on in the world right now. There's a lot that's happening, and sometimes things go under the radar, but we don't want to let World AIDS Day go under the radar. We want to make sure that we are in the moment, that we are here, and that we're doing what we're supposed to do, right? Because we're responsible. We are here to be. So if you can hear me, if you can see me, if you can feel me, on this December 1st, on this World AIDS Day, I ask that you chime in and let me know. Now, I won't be in front of you for long, but I'm coming to you just long enough to have a little bit of a conversation and to work on it. So, do you see my end HIV stigma right there? Yeah, I had drew that myself. They say I'm an artist. No, ladies and gentlemen, look, I know that there's a lot going on right now, but I just want you to know that we are here, that we are understanding what AIDS is or what HIV is. We're here to stop the epidemic. We're here to put a stop to this. But the first thing that we have to do, we have to understand what it is. We have to understand where it comes from. We have to understand how can we protect ourselves and how can we protect others, right? Now, I'm not telling you that you got to do this and you got to do that, but I'm just saying on this day, on World AIDS Day, I ask that you just take a moment and think about what's going on with that. Good morning, Kat. Good morning. Hey, good morning. Okay, let's see. Let's see, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. Give me 1 sec. Okay, somebody knocking. Hold on. All right. All right. Look, I had to get that together. I was like, what's really happening? What's really going on right now? But so this is what I want to do. I don't know if everybody knows. I don't know if everybody truly understands what World AIDS Day is. But what I want to do is make sure that I take a moment just to give a couple of tidbits, a couple of nuggets. It wasn't too long ago that I got into this work. I just really figured out what my quote unquote calling is or what my purpose is. And so sometimes I feel like I need to say something, but then other times I feel like I don't, right? So this is one of those times I feel like I need to say something. So I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to move this out the way. Yeah. Look, I like the feel of looking like, feeling like I'm on the radio, but yeah, got me feeling some kind of way. Got me feeling some kind of way. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So it's World AIDS Day, right? And basically, the actual theme this year, which it's pretty much should be the theme every year, is basically ending the HIV and AIDS epidemic, resilience and impact. Sometimes we don't know what our resilience is. We don't know how resilient we are. We don't know how we can move through things and get through things and make things happen because we just haven't been put to the test. I have met a lot of people who have been recently diagnosed with HIV and thinking their life is over, because I remember when I was diagnosed, I thought my life was over as well. But we know that there is a resilience in this. We know that you can live a long and healthy life just so long as you make your status important. And what I mean by that is a lot of times whenever we get diagnosed, the first thing we think of is death. We don't believe that we're going to live. So why fight? Why fight the good fight? Why be resilient? Why keep coming back for this? And you're thinking that you're going to die and you're thinking that your life is over. And so I want you to understand what that resilience means, right? That means that you can be steadfast. That means that you can continue on. That means that just because you were knocked down, that don't mean you can't dust yourself off and get back up. That means you can keep moving. So, ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor this morning. Let's share. Like. Show me some hearts. Show me some thumbs up. Show me some that you're in the building, because I want you to talk to me today. Ask any question that you feel that you may have, because again, I'm not going to be on too long, but just ask any question that you may have, and just really think about December 1st as World AIDS Day. I'm not telling you to conform to something that you don't believe in, but what I am saying, if you can think right now, HIV and AIDS has affected somebody, affected and effected somebody in your family, if not you, in your family, and you have sat there or you stood there, you watched, and you were like, what is happening? Right? So a lot of times we don't even understand what's going on. Even the person that's going through the actual virus, going through the medication, going through the doctor visits, going through the mental capacity to understand what's going on. Even they don't know, right? They don't know. So I want to talk to everybody out there, because you've been affected or affected in some type of way. I'm just saying what we got to do is that we have to acknowledge that there's a problem. We have to acknowledge that this disease, this virus, is not going anywhere anytime soon. I'm just going to be real. But we also have to acknowledge that we are responsible for whatever we do and however we do it. We're responsible. If you are being sex positive, and you are loving yourself, and you are sleeping with condoms, without condoms, and you're having conversations, then that's the right step. That's to do. The wrong step is for you just to totally be quiet and not do anything at all. You need to talk to your partner. You need to understand where you're at. You need to know your number. You need to know your status. People always say, oh, we're going to eradicate the virus or the disease and we're going to take it out. But the minute, the small little thing, poquito thing that we don't do is know our status. You can always be sex positive and still know your status. You can always love on somebody and still know your status. You can have sex with someone and still know your status. You can do it condoms or condomless and still know your status and have that conversation. There's no reason why you should not know your status. But this is the reason why World AIDS Day exists, because there's still stigma around knowing your status. Something as simple as knowing if you're positive or negative. There's still stigma around that. So, ladies and gentlemen, when I come to you, I don't want to preach to you. I don't want to tell you, oh, you better, but I'm just acknowledge the fact that you have a status. Do you know it? Yes or no? Positive, negative. Now, your status is not something that you need to throw up in somebody's face every chance you get. But what I am saying is, for your own peace of mind, for your own knowledge, for your own understanding, and for your own health, know your status. It's nothing wrong with knowing your status. Now, if you don't want to tell nobody, you don't want nobody to know, that's fine. But know your status. For you know you are responsible. I want to be clear on that. I'm not telling you don't have sex. I'm not telling you don't love someone. I'm not even telling you to speak your status to the masses. I'm not even saying that. I'm saying know your status, period. Whether you keep it to yourself or you let somebody else know. Know your status. World AIDS Day started back in 1988. And then I want to say it wasn't until probably about 2 years ago, maybe, that I really start observing World AIDS Day because of stigma. I didn't want to wear the ribbon. I didn't want to do anything. And I'm being honest with y'all today, because I think that we have to be honest with ourselves. There's still stigma around it. There's still stigma around. Hey, Josh, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's still stigma around it. Some of us that are in the fight, some of us that are thriving with this virus, with this disease. And I'm saying that because language is different for different people, right? And people tell me all the time, Titan, well, you shouldn't use that language. Well, Titan, don't use that. Look. I got a fifth grade education. I got a fifth grade education. Look, I don't have time to sugarcoat it, right? The disease, the virus, we can control it. But first, we have to acknowledge what it is. First, we have to acknowledge what it is, what the virus does, how the virus spreads. And then, first, the very first thing in all of this. So, if you haven't done it today, up till today going forward, I challenge you to know your status. Know your status. I don't think there's anything sexier than somebody knowing their status. You know your status. That means you can be sex positive. You can have conversations with your significant other, with your boo thing, with your hookup. You know what I'm saying? With your tip, whatever it may be. You can have that conversation. And if you're not having that conversation, if you're not able to express yourself, if you're not able to understand what your status is, there are people out there like us. We are more than willing to help you. We are more than willing to guide you. We are more than willing to express to you what the definition of this is, what's this, so forth and so on. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's important that you know your status. The theme this year is resilience and impact. Know what your impact is. Knowing your status leads you to knowing your impact on this world, on this epidemic. We cannot eradicate this epidemic by ourselves. It takes everybody. But the first thing that you have to know is your status. Empower yourself to know your status. Empower yourself to understand what HIV is. Empower yourself to understand what AIDS is. Empower yourself to know what's going on. How can you stop the epidemic if you don't know what the epidemic is? How can you put a pause on it? How can you slow it down if you don't know what it takes to do that? If you're not willing to have a simple conversation. So, ladies and gentlemen, I know I said I wasn't going to be before you long, but today we're observing World AIDS Day. And I know sometimes you think that we just out here putting on shows and doing events because we want it to look good. No, there is a method behind the madness, if you want to call it that. Call me mad if you want to. Say it's madness. I don't care. But if I got you to listen, if I got you to think about your status, if I got you to think about your partner, if I got you to think about what's going on, if I got you to think about what HIV is, if I got you to think about what AIDS is, if I got you to think about, then that is it. You're responsible. That's it. And all of that started with me knowing my status. All of it. Every last bit of it started with me knowing my status. I think we don't know our status because we're afraid of what that means. And I'm going to speak personally. Me knowing my status had to be, me knowing my status would be me admitting to not always being cautious, me admitting to being reckless, me admitting to not caring, me admitting to, I see this, I understand it, but I don't care. See, you understand what I'm saying? So that's just a little bit from me. I was like, oh no, this is not going to work. And then me knowing my status it made me admit the fact that I had been done wrong, that I had been molested, I had been raped, I had been doing all of this comes up, but that's stigma. You can't hate me, hate the disease, hate the virus. But how do you know even what to hate or dislike if you don't know what it is? Know your status. Know your status this morning. Know your status going forward. Get a regular checkup. Get blood drawn on the regular. Make sure that you're good. I'm sorry, y'all. I was eating the biscuit a little bit earlier. I don't know if there's a little flake. Anyway, I was eating the biscuit. And so, yeah, I'm about to reach for one again. But look, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to come to you all pretty quickly here this morning and just talk with you about World AIDS Day. I'm sorry, I got all kind of dings going off around here. I don't know what's happening. But yeah, know your status. You are responsible. You are responsible. And I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm saying you're responsible. You only have one life and you want to live it to the fullest. And I want you to live it to the fullest. But in order for you to live your life to the fullest and to know and to be and to do, know your status, resilience and impact. You cannot be resilient in this if you don't know your status. You cannot impact the community, the culture, the world if you don't know your status. Now, others may tell you something different today, but all of it comes back around to World AIDS Day and what we're trying to do. But resilience, meaning that I can stand strong. Even though I got knocked down, I can get back up and I can keep on moving. Even though I don't know too much about this, I can learn, I can figure out. Even though I may have stigma, there's somebody out there that knows what I'm going through. There's somebody out there that understands me. And there's somebody out there that's willing to help. World AIDS Day is just not a made-up thing. It's for a reason. But I want to employ you. I said employ. I don't have no money, so I really can't employ you. Hey, good morning, cousin. Hey, Miss Queen Sellers. Good morning. Thank you for tuning in. Look, I want to employ you to know your status. I want to employ you to make a difference. I want to employ you. Look, I don't even know if that's the correct way to be saying it this morning. Look, I told you I got a 5th grade education. Didn't I say that? Didn't I? Anyway, look, no, I want you to know your status. I want you to know who you are. I want you to understand that even though stigma exists, you are special. Your life is precious. And I'm not telling you to wear a condom. I'm not telling you not to wear a condom. What I'm saying is know your status. Be okay with having that conversation. Protect yourself. And how you protect yourself is knowing what's out there, knowing what's going to happen, taking precautions. If this is what you want to do, take precautions, right? There's PrEP, there's PEP. PrEP, pre-exposure, PEP, post. I think sometimes we look at things and we say, oh, well, this is just a way for us just to get out here and just to do. No, know your status. I don't care if you don't like taking pills. I don't care if you don't do this, you don't do that. Know your status. Know your status. Know your status. Be resilient and make an impact by knowing your status. Happy World AIDS Day, everybody. Peace and blessings to you. Look, this is my first talk about World AIDS Day, and I'm all jittery and I'm just happy. I'm just like, wait, what's going on? Everybody just looking at me talk about World AIDS Day. I don't know what's happening. What's going on? I'm about to make some noise right quick, y'all. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out why my leg. There we go. I was trying to figure out why it wasn't working. I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know what was going on. And then look, now it starts working when I'm about to get off of here. But that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Look, I'm about to get out of here. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate you. Look, Do me a favor today on World AIDS Day. Show me some love. Give me some thumbs up. Give me some hearts. Give me some smiles. Talk about it. Let me know what's happening. Come into the room and let me know what's going on. Let me know what you're talking about, what's going on, what's happening, what's doing, all of this good stuff. Let me know what's happening because a lot of times we don't do that. Um, Hold on. Okay, there we go. Let's see. I'm just trying to make sure that we are good this morning. Okay, let's see. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to go ahead on and get out of here. But I shout out to a couple of people that I just shouted out here. The reason being is that sometimes we don't truly understand where we're at or what we're doing. We don't get the fact that we are important to what's going on. We are we're important to all of this. We're important to the fight. We're important to the world, and our sometimes we don't truly understand where we're at. We don't truly understand how we do things, right? And so before I get out of here, I just want to say one more time to you all, it's World AIDS Day. Happy World AIDS Day. If you haven't seen anything or done anything or know anything about World AIDS Day, then I implore you to go ahead and Google it, look it up, and find out what's going on with World AIDS Day. The theme this year is resilience and impact. In order for you to be resilient, you have to know what it is that you're being resilient against or for. What are you being resilient about? Something as simple as knowing your status. Something as simple as being okay in the skin that you're in. Something as simple as having a conversation about HIV and AIDS. Simple. Simple. There's no reason why you should be in the dark about anything dealing with HIV and AIDS after today, if you watch any part of this today. So I appreciate you. I love you all. Peace and blessings to you. I know that I said I wasn't going to be on for long, and I'm hoping that I wasn't on too long, but I just want you all to know that, yes, let me say this. I have a lot of friends who are not HIV positive. And I'm not trying to brag about them not being HIV positive, but I want you to understand where we're at. They could say to me at any day, Titan, I don't want to deal with any of this. I don't want to deal with any of that. But they know after having conversations with me, they know after being around, they know after just living in this world that HIV and AIDS is a thing and it's not going anywhere anytime soon. And the only way that we're going to be able to eradicate it, the only way that we're going to be able to deal with it is to be resilient. And then impact. What is the impact that we're making? You know how they tell you about your carbon footprint, right? What's your footprint? What's the impact? When you step down, right? Are you going to identify HIV and AIDS? Are you going to know HIV and AIDS? Or are you going to run? What's your impact? What's your footprint? What's your footprint? And I want to say this to you, and I'm going to be truthful with you. If you believe that this has nothing to do with you at all, then bruh, sis, open your eyes. Because right now you're walking around blind. Open your eyes. HIV and AIDS has affected or effected Somebody in your circle. You might not know it because they ain't said nothing to you. You might not know it because you ain't seen it. You might not know it because you haven't heard it. But I guarantee you, look around you. HIV and AIDS has affected or affected somebody in your circle. If not you, if not you, if not you. Ladies and gentlemen, happy World AIDS Day. I appreciate you. I thank you. I'm going back to what I was saying about my friends not having HIV. That still doesn't mean that they won't sit and listen or try to understand where I'm coming from. My friends have been good. The people in my circle have been wonderful to stand behind me, to stand on the side of me, to stand under me and lift me up when I'm down, because they know how this affects them. Not to mention it's affecting one of their loved ones, which is who I am, but however, it affects them all the way around. If they can't understand, if they can't see or they can't hear me because of my HIV status, then they can't hear themselves. Now that's real talk. Resilience and impact. Are you resilient? Know your status so that you can be resilient. And know your status so you can have impact. Know your status. And I don't care how old you are. Even if you're 70 something years old, 80 years old, know your status. There's nothing wrong with knowing your status. Resilience and impact. Are you resilient? Are you impacting? I say that you are. Because if you stayed on here and listened to anything that I had to say today, you are being resilient. And then if you stayed on and listened to anything I had to say today, you are impacting all of us, the world, our future, because you stayed on and you listened. And you're saying to me in my inbox and on this live that you should know your status. Know your status. And I'm going to say this before I get out here because I know I said I won't be long. I love talking sometimes. I don't know what that's about. But anyways, if you need someone, right? If you need a friend, that's what friends are for. Oh. The good times, the bad times, I'll be on your side forevermore. Anyway, look, if you need a friend, if you need somebody to talk to, you need somebody to go to the doctor's appointment with you, you need somebody to help you understand what your status is and what that means. If it's negative, if it's positive, what's going on, then contact me. I'm Titan Capri on all social media. Contact me. Ladies and gentlemen, then also go check out my TitanCapri.com. I have HIV 101 on my TitanCapri.com, right? I want you to go over and check it out. Go over and check it out. I'm scrolling down at the bottom down there. Yeah, go ahead and check it out. There's some stuff. I have a couple of interviews on there as well under the HIV 101 and where I talk about HIV status and what's going on and my journey and things like that. Just take a moment. Take a moment. Take a moment and check out the organization that I'm a part of, that I'm working with, that I'm in with, the normalanomaly.org. I'm giving it all to you. We have the transallycollective.org. We got all these things going on, ladies and gentlemen, and I want you to make sure. And then, as I spoke of earlier, if you feel that you need some type of protection, we have PrEP, pre-exposure prophylaxis. We have PrEP, right? 1 pill a day, and it will help you in that fight, right? You equals you. If you are positive, if you're HIV positive, you're undetectable, you're untransmittable. That means you cannot transmit the virus to anyone, right? And then I want you to be sex positivity, right? Be sex positive. And what I mean by that is own your crap. Own it. You don't have to be ashamed of it. You don't have to do anything. Own it. Own it and talk about it. Hey, Ian. Hey. So own your crap. That's what I'm going to say. That's going to be the word today. Own your crap. Okay? I don't want to say the other word, right? Because I'm trying to have a good moment on World AIDS Day. But own your crap, right? You are responsible. Own it. Own it. If it's that way, own it. If it's not good, own it. If it's good, own it. But be able to talk about it. Come on and talk about it. Come on, yes, be sex positive. There's nothing wrong with you. I'm not going to tell you don't. I'm not going to tell you do. I'm not going to tell you hold back. I'm not going to tell you to go forward. But I am going to say own it. Be sex positive. If it's what it is, it's what it is. So peace and blessings to you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate your comments. Thank you all for the DMs, for the messages. I'm loving it. I know this was kind of impromptu, right? I just came on just for a moment, but I really wanted to just talk to you all on World AIDS Day. I think it's great. Remember, you equals you. Undetectable means untransmittable. If I can't detect it, then I can't transmit it, right? So think about that. And I know I'm kind of breaking it down, but if you want anything further, please come to my page at The Thought to Ponder on Facebook. I'm going to be posting more resources and information. Do that. And then also, if you are in need of a prep, you are able to do. I can get you in. I can get you to come and do I done lost my train of thought. Do a prep evaluation. I noticed evaluation, not the word. I'm trying here. I got so much going on right here. So yes, make sure that you are doing that. Good morning, Miss Jackie. Good morning. Leadervators are ready. So let me tell you something. Y'all, this World AIDS Day, us knowing our status, us being responsible, being resilient, and having impact, that's the new now. That's the new now. We are leadervators. The only way that we're going to be able to eradicate this is to lead, right? Being resilient, right? And making an impact. But you have to know your status. You got to know about you. If you don't know about you, you can't tell somebody else about them, or you can't tell somebody else about what impact they're going to make, because you don't know what's going on with you, right? With you. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for tuning in today. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I love you. It's World AIDS Day. It's a great day. It's a blessed day. It's World AIDS Day. And Titan Capri, I just want you to be resilient and have impact. And one way that you can do that starting today, one little thing, right? One little thing is to know your status. Know your status. That part right there. That's the part. Know your status. Know your status. Know your status. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much. Y'all made this a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. I thought I was going to get on here and be all solemn. But look, I am happy. I've been stepping into this advocacy role, and I really just want people to know that you're not by yourself. You're not by yourself. Is it confusing? Does it make you angry? Does it make you think? Does it have stigma surrounding it? Yes, it does. But we can do it. We can do it. You just got to come on into the room. It's World AIDS Day, everyone. Peace and blessings to you. Love you, love you, love you. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. Check us out on Fridays. It's our Fire Fridays. Me and Ian are back with you every Friday, and we're coming at you with more and more things to think about, right? In this Thought to Ponder. I am Titan Capri, and this is Thought to Ponder, and I love you. I love you. I love you. Peace and blessings. Hashtag T2P, come and take a sip of the thought with me.